Welcome children. Children, this session is going to be very interesting session for you because you are going to learn something very new. There is no calculations, no numericals. Only we will learn about some sketches. Yes, in this session we are going to discuss few topics of chapter 15. This is for class 7, visualizing solids, and in this session we will understand about oblique sketch and isometric sketch. Now when we talk about oblique sketch, you should know that these type of sketches are drawn on a graph paper. You take a graph sheet and on that sheet we draw the sketches. So when we draw these sketches, after getting the output, we will discuss few things which will be the difference between the two types of sketches we are going to discuss today, oblique sketch and isometric sketch. First thing is, when we talk about oblique sketch, these sketches are drawn on a graph paper and isometric sketches are drawn on dot sheets. It is something like this. You go to the stationery shop, you will see a sheet with dots. Now here the dots, in some dot sheets, the distance here, this suppose the triangles we are talking about, you will see, let me draw like this. So you will see that the distance is equal. The dots, the triangle, if you form here, they are equilateral triangle, and some dot sheets are different. Here the triangles between the space, see, you draw this and like this, you will see isometric dot sheets. Two type of dot sheets are available in the market. One is where the dots, when you join and form a triangle, it will be equilateral triangle, and one is the isometric dot sheet where you have isosceles triangles formed. So it is not formed, if you draw you will understand. Basically we need the sheet with the dots which are equal. That is, when you draw the triangle you get equilateral triangles in it. Okay. Even if you don't get, you can try with the other dot sheets also. Let's move now. The first thing is, look at the measurement. You want to draw a cuboid. It is given, draw an oblique sketch of a cuboid. Cuboid measurement is given 3 into 3. If it's say cuboid 3 into 3 into 3. So this will become a cube. Let's take 3 into 3 into 4. Okay. Or let us take a smaller value. We will take 2. So this is the measurement. Now remember, 3 into 3 into 2. The first one is length. The second you take it as your height, and the third you take it as, the first one you take it as length, the second you take it as breadth, and the third one you take it as height. Now in your book, sometimes the measurement is given like this, that you draw an oblique sketch of the given measurement in 3 different ways. In such questions, what will you do? Don't get confused. First time you have taken length, breadth and height. Second time again write down this measurement, and now you take this as first one as your, see this one. This is your breadth, you start from here. This will be your length, this will be your breadth, and this will become your height. In the third form, now this was the length here, then you have taken this as length, now you take this as length. Length, breadth into height. You have certain questions like this where they have given you same measurement, only one measurement, and asked you to draw it in 3 different ways. So just to make you understand how to get the values of length, breadth and height, I have made it easy. You can apply the combination here. Now let's move. The first step is, we always draw length and breadth on a graph sheet. So what you do, you suppose, see, I have just drawn this box and you assume it is a graph paper. So you get your graph paper, first you check the length. We first draw the length and breadth for an oblique sketch. So here length is 3, breadth is also 3. So see, from here I will draw 1, 2, 3. I have selected 3. This is length, Now width 1, 2 and 3. This is my, see, breadth, length and breadth. Now see, my place is small, so I am just explaining you. I hope you will be able to understand. Now what you do, check the height. What is the height? 2. So you take 2 diagonally. See, this is 1 and assume here I have one more box and I will draw 2. Have you understood? Diagonally like this. Same way for this. Diagonally 1. I have boxes like this. This will be the second height. This is my length. This is 3. This is 3. But diagonally you take the height 2 and 2. Same way here also. Diagonally 1 and 2. See. And here also diagonally 1 and 2. Then what you do? You join the lines. See what you get. I will rub the extra things inside this. See, you will get a shape of a cuboid. And even the front face I can remove. See children, I've just removed this line also which is overlapping. Now what do you see here? This is our line. Isn't it in a shape of a box? I've left here also. Yes, got it? So this is in a shape of a box. It's a cuboid. Now when we check the cuboid, there is certain disadvantages. The disadvantage is that you see it's a cuboid. Cuboid means 3D figures, solid states. But when you see, you will see only some faces are visible. Some faces are missing. You cannot see the certain faces of this cuboid. How many faces a cuboid has? 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? But you are missing certain faces. Or from top view or front view you can see. But the other view if you want to see, that is missing in a oblique sketch. This is one reason why we draw the isometric sketches when you want to get the sketches in a visualizing solid state. If you want to visualize it in a solid state, in a 3D form, in that case this is looking like a 2D figure only. So for that we use isometric sketch. Now the same thing I will explain you using the isometric sheet. So I will just draw some dots because it is a dot sheet with many dots. So in oblique sketch we were drawing length and breadth first. Now you see what we do here. Here first we will draw the length. It is 3. Take 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now after this, from here also, see, it should be unequal. From here also you take 3. 1, 2 and 3. From here also there are many dots. 1, 2 and 3. 1, 2 and 3. I have drawn the front face. Only the front face. This is what we have done in oblique sketch also. But what we have done, after that we have drawn the height. Okay, leaving this. Same thing you do. There we were taking it backward, you take it here in forward direction. Now you want to draw the another face. This is one face, second length and breadth. So you move, how many, what is the height? 2. So you will move to 2 dots. See, like this 1, 2. Same way 1, 2. Here also you have 2 dots. Just check 1 and 2. And this one also it is coming from here, overlapping, we'll skip. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now look at this box. What do you see? Isn't it looking real? Yes. This is the difference between oblique sketch and isometric sketches. So if you are asked which sketch gives you the illusion of the solid figure, this is your isometric sketches. This is called as isometric sketch. So I hope you have understood the difference between oblique sketch and isometric sketch. Few questions you have in your book, you can try, get the isometric sheet from the market and you can draw and find out on your own how interesting it is to sketch the isometric objects or the cubes. It can be any object. That is why we have integrated this chapter with your activity for art and learning, because it's not only the shape. We have just drawn a box. You can draw any solid faces, you can draw any solid figure if you want. You just turn the pages, you will see you have houses. Same way you can draw the houses of Manipur and Nagaland. These are some examples I am giving you for your activity, and beautiful colors you can apply and do some sketches on it. That is the tribal art sketch. What they do, you can also mark it with marker or black color. So I hope you have understood this very well. In the next session, we are going to discuss about the cross-section method. We will discuss exercise 15.3, from where you will get questions for your test. God bless you.